Fantastic. It's great to see so many new faces out here today, and thanks to everybody who's been coming throughout the year and to the folks who've driven quite a distance to make it here for tonight's panel. For those of you who are new to Cannabis Science Pub, this is a free educational event put on every last Tuesday here at Cosmo Pizza, and our presenters are Ochi Analytical and Oregon's Constant Gardener. Tonight's topic is distribution of cannabis, and I am very excited about this topic. I know little to nothing about it. In the not too distant past, distribution was associated with trafficking and possession and intent to sell. So to be in a whole new era and create a structure and framework for this type of distribution in our state is very exciting.
Oh, there you are.
So, I want to tell you a little bit about tonight's lineup. I'll go into the agenda here in a minute. As always, we start with our trivia portion of the evening, which is sponsored by Constant Gardener tonight. From there, we'll have a legislative update from the Emerald Trade Alliance, and they'll tell you a little bit about the good work they do here in our community. We have our distribution panel set up for tonight, so we have 5 incredibly talented and bright minds who will tell us a little bit more about their businesses and what to expect in the coming days of this new market. Lastly, we always save a little bit of time for networking so that people who have traveled great distances can meet and greet with other folks in our community. To talk a little bit about our presenters. So tonight, obviously, this is my first night hostessing. My name is Erika Winters, and thank you very much. I am honored to take the mic and give Bethany a little bit of a break here as she ushers new life into this world. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for everything you've done to create this incredible cultural event. So Ochi Analytical, Bethany Sherman, founder, CEO, originated this event last June. And Ochi Analytical is a cannabis testing laboratory business here in Eugene, Oregon. And they are locally owned and operated since March of 2014. Of course, they specialize in cannabis testing. Every once in a while, I'll throw Bethany a curveball question about other botanical interests of mine. But they've done so much to raise the bar for cannabis safety in this state and beyond. They've really set the mark high for the entire nation as far as safety and guidelines go. Thank you. And they bring a lot of information to the table as far as testing procedures and highlighting different important events in our horticultural industry, from the Guardian update this recent winter, and all of the different information that she's brought to the table about pyrolyl butoxide and the bifenthrin bombs and all of the nasty stuff that's been coming to light at long last. So OG Analytical has invited Oregon's Constant Gardener to co-present this event, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Again, my name is Erika Winters, and Oregon's Constant Gardener is a garden retail store. We serve indoor, outdoor, and greenhouse farm applications. We specialize in organic gardening. And we are also very pleased to bring an outreach and education program to the community. I get to direct that program, and I get to do incredible events like Cannabis Science Pub, create educational documents for our gardening community, and give donations and work with school gardens. So it's a great time in history for us to be a part of such an incredible event. Thank you, Bethany, for creating this. Now, the only way we can keep this event free to the public is through the generous support of our monthly donors. So I'd like to give a big shout out tonight to High Mountain Organics and Jamaican Shoals. If everyone could give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. We've got another exciting item on the register tonight. We're going to be giving away tickets to the GanjaCon conference in Portland, and that is April 17th, next month. So throughout the evening, feel free to step back to the OG Analytical booth and fill out a form. And at the very end of the night, we'll be calling the winner. So please stick around so that we can announce the winner at that time. And lastly, we want your feedback on this event. When you stop by the OG Analytical booth, there will be a series of evaluations that you can pick up, and we really want to hear what you guys think about Cannabis Science Pub. If I'm blasting through trivia questions way too fast, or if you know an amazing permaculturist who would love to give a presentation, please let us know. This event is for our community, and it wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So please keep that feedback coming. agenda. We always start with our trivia portion. From there, we'll have Emerald Tree Alliance come up with a legislative update. Then I'll introduce our distribution panel, at which time they'll each give a 5-minute overview of their company and the work they do. I'll be moderating a small Q&A after that, and then I'm going to turn the question and answer portion over to the audience. So as you're listening to the panelists, please start thinking of some great questions to ask them. We will announce the winner to the GanjaCon ticket giveaway at the very end of tonight's evening, and then we have a little networking time set aside at the end so everyone can meet and greet. So without further ado, let's dive right into trivia. And tonight's prize offering, sponsored by Constant Gardener, are these OCG Molecule t-shirts. I have women's and men's sizes available. Women's on the left, men's on the right. If you are declared a winner, please come up to the stage, pick your size. If I don't have the size you want, grab a shirt, come down and see us at either our Eugene or Springfield locations, and we'll swap you out to get you the right size. So jumping right into trivia with the topic of distribution tonight. Name 5 types of OLCC licenses currently available for the Oregon cannabis industry. I'm looking for all 5. Right up front here. So I heard producer, processor, wholesaler, you're super close, I'll give you 5 more seconds. You can start at the beginning and try to run through again. And there's a microphone available for you here. You're really close. There is one that we're missing out of that bunch. I'll turn it back to the rest of the audience. 5 OLCC licenses. Right back here, and wait just one moment for Charlene to come with the microphone.
Was the last one researcher or research?
That would be a 6th certificate available, but there's one more license I'm looking for. Oh, we've got a hand up in the back. Microphone's coming your way.
Is laboratory?
Laboratory was the one that I was missing, absolutely. So please come up to the stage and claim your t-shirt. So he listed laboratory, and to reiterate the first answers there, you were very close. Producer, processor, wholesaler, retailer, and laboratory licenses available, with the added certificate of research available. Slightly different requirements, a little lighter on the application packet, and a little less expensive. But those are the 5 plus the 6th certificate. Nice work. All right, next up. Which of these 5 licenses is required to distribute cannabis legally throughout Oregon? I'm looking for hands. Right there in purple.
Retail, wholesale?
I'll take it. I was looking for wholesale. You got it. Feel free to come up to the stage and claim a t-shirt for you. Yeah, we were looking for that wholesale license. And the definition of a wholesaler is a business that buys in bulk and sells to resellers rather than customers. And Charles Weller of the Emerald Trade Alliance informed me today that if you want to distribute medibles, there is yet another license required through the Department of Agriculture. And please feel free to pick a shirt size. Thank you. All right. How does a state-approved lab define a batch of cannabis? What is a batch? I've got Bethany weighing back. Up in the ante a little bit. Take a stab at it. What do we got? Oh. You've got 2 of the qualifications I'm looking for. So the answer was a crop in the same space.
Yeah, why don't you take it with crop?
I'm looking for one more important qualifier, but thank you. Right up front.
And the same strain.
The same strain, and there's one more. The first one wasn't quite on. You're very close though. All right, right up front. along the same lines as some of the answers that have been given, as far as the grow goes,
Same harvest.
not quite what I'm looking for, but you guys are edging around it. So far I've got the same harvest in the same space and the same batch submitted. And there's one more crucial detail I'm looking for. We'll wait for the answer in back, just 1 second here. Strain has been mentioned, but that is definitely a qualifier. Just one more, and I've got another answer there. One more time, please.
The sample.
No. I got lots of hands. Charlene's coming around. Just 1 second. Go ahead. Right up here.
Same process.
Really? Can you expand on that?
Everything done the same way with the same screen, the same process, the same steps, all the way through, the same testing.
I'm gonna hold you at runner-up status. I'm gonna just try one more hand to see if I can dial it, but you got it if we don't nail it. Right up front here.
You gotta take the representative part from a whole batch, put it together, mix it up so that you have a percentage of the entire crop.
Not what I'm looking for, but absolutely true. So I'm gonna default to our runner-up here. What I'm looking for is the same grower, the person who makes the magic happen. So let's go over that lineup really quick. A batch of cannabis is the same strain, grown at the same time, by the same grower in the same location, as defined. So please feel free to come up and get your t-shirt. You had almost all of them. It's impressive. All right, next up. Talking about distribution, at the medical level, for home medical growers, can a medical marijuana patient growing only for him or herself sell their excess medication? Right up front. Yes is the correct answer. And feel free to come up and get a t-shirt. I'm going to expand on that a little bit more here. So yes, there's some stipulations though. The patient can sell their extra medicine to OLCC registered dispensaries, but they must register the grow site with the tracking and reporting system that the OLCC has set up. This is the CTS, as it's otherwise known as. Or they can sell to other patients and caregivers without having to obtain any other licensing. So there are avenues, you just have to do your homework and make sure you're following the path. All right, last question. On the flip side, if you're a home rec gardener, how can a non-commercial recreational grower legally distribute excess flower they grow above the 8 ounces they're allowed by the Oregon state law? So you have 4 plants outdoors, you pop off 4 pounds, what do you do with the excess? Right up front, we've got a microphone coming your way.
Donate it, give it away.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Gifting seems to be the only reasonable alternative. So, besides destroying or composting the material. So a recreational grower would have to obtain the correct permits and licenses to be able to sell anything to any sort of dispensary. So bad news for a successful crop. And there are alternative paths if people are interested in getting into the commercial production field. A lot of paperwork and a lot of information to be had. And that actually concludes our trivia portion tonight. Thank you guys for pushing through that so fast. And congratulations to all the winners. So next I'd like to call the Emerald Trade Alliance up to stage. And we'll be introducing Charles Weller, who filled me in on that information about the ODA earlier, and Ben Naldoni.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out to Cannabis Science Buff for this event. It's an important part of our community for our education. Our education is only going to make this industry stronger for all of us. So thank you to Bethany and now Erika for managing this event. I'm Benjamin. Charles and I are here representing the Emerald Trade Alliance. We are a business advocacy group that meets twice a month to discuss current conditions of the industry, the legislation, everything around that. At its core, the Emerald Trade Alliance is a place for us to sit down and have conversations about what we're going through, our trials, tribulations, and struggles, where we're hitting roadblocks at the county, where we're hitting roadblocks with the state legislature, and at its core, we get together, we discuss these things. And then what is a higher level above that is when those discussions happen over time, we create solutions together. We go out, we talk to our own individual families, our own individual crews, and we get the word out, we get the messages out. We try to debunk the myths and get out what the real information is so that we as a collective, as a community, can make informed decisions. Again, we meet twice a month. The first meeting of the month is the first Thursday of the month. You can come down to the Wetlands Bar and Pub in West Eugene the first Thursday of the month from 7 to 9 p.m. And that is a free meeting, encouraging networking, encouraging you guys to shop talk, to share information, to share solutions. And then the third Thursday of the month is a members-only thing that would require a subscription and membership. I'm going to pass it off over to Charles Weller, who's the mind behind the information.
I really appreciate y'all coming out this evening. Cannabis Science Pub has really been a great forum for people to be able to get information to the public. Emerald Trade Alliance has really appreciated the engagement that's occurred here, and we're happy to be able to hold some space to be able to give some updates about what's going on a legislative level, on a regulatory level, as far as patients are concerned, as far as the medicine's concerned, as well as the recreational market that's coming online. There have been a lot of challenges recently, but we've been happy to engage in this process and see that the regulatory bodies that often look relatively scrupulous or as if they have malintent are actually very busy doing what they can to make sure this industry is upheld on an appropriate level. There have been a lot of challenges on the medical side, and I appreciate anybody that's come out and put any front when they go to Salem, or when they're working with the OHA or the OLCC, or working with the legislature to whatever degree, to be able to make sure that continues to occur. And we hope to draw you in to be engaged with us as we're doing the same sort of things. There have been some bills recently that have come through that really challenged the industry, House Bill 4014 being one of them. We're now the only state in the United States that actually allows people from out of state to come in and sort of carte blanche open a cannabis business. So this puts a hamper on a lot of business owners here that realize that we don't have reciprocity and things can't leave the state. So it becomes a time when it's very important for anyone that wants to be able to protect medical, for people that are involved in local craft industry, to be able to continue to team up together and to be able to make sure that those things are covered in our sector. So we encourage you to come out to our meetings, and we thank you again for being involved in the level that you are. It's important that we as a community can continue to engage in this level. So thanks again, and have a great night.
Okay, and then shortly, just again, the Emerald Trade Alliance is made up of producers, retailers, wholesalers, labs. We are a conglomerate of people who are in all areas of the industry, people who are just medical growers and people who are just interested in it. So it's for all levels. So first Thursday of the month, 7 to 9 p.m., April 6th, I believe that is. The side room of the Wetlands, 7 to 9 p.m. Come check us out.